The frame mask is another way that we can create a mask within Vizrt Artist. And within the built-ins tab, the shaders tab, and the effect folder, we have this frame mask. It's an additional option from using the regular mask function or the window mask. This frame mask will allow us to create a soft-edged mask. So to demonstrate this, we'll drag a primitive down here and we'll just use a rectangle and we'll just scale it up a little bit. We'll go back into our server, grab some type of image here, and drag this down. Now we'll go back into our built-ins and our SH or shaders tab, and into the effect folder we have this frame mask. So we'll drag this down onto the container, click on the frame mask to go into the frame mask editor. First thing that we have is left edge. It's set to 5 by default, and as you can see they're all set to 5 by default. Now upon dropping this onto our primitive, we don't see any effect. So what we have to do is adjust each edge here till we see something. So I'm going to come into the left edge and start increasing my value until I start to see a left edge mask happening here. Now once I see that left edge, I also have a gradient setting, a left gradient that I can use to adjust how much I want to adjust this mask. If I want it really soft, I can increase the variable. If I want it very sharp, I can just decrease the variable. So if it's down to 0, it's a straight edge. We have a right edge. So again, I'm going to increase this until I start to see an effect here on the right side of my rectangle. And once I do that, I also have a right gradient which I can adjust. So if I want it sharp, I can just take it down to 0. If I want it soft, I can increase the variable. There's a top edge, again set to 5 by default, so I'm just going to start to increase this number and we see the effect there. Again, we have the top gradient which we can choose to adjust. Bottom gradient, again same thing, increase this, we see an effect and we choose the bottom gradient variable, how much we want to set that to as well. So you can see that we now have a soft mask here around our primitive. If we come into the transform and scale this up, you can see that the mask is going to stay in place and stay the same size as we set it. And if we adjust the position, X or Y, the mask is going to stay there, and it's really just moving the picture here while the mask stays where we set it.